think of what kind of stuff to make on the channel because kind of stuff that I'm not interested in like craft stuff anymore. And it reminded me of one of the first few games that I posted online, which is The Crew 2. Now, I had like 170 hours on this game. Now, you would think that I would own like a bunch of cards and a bunch of expensive stuff. No, I don't because I literally just got like a Skylane and I would just drive around like the mountain roads because this was like the time I was rewatching Initial Deals with like a friend, and I was like, oh, I want to play like that. I want to play this car right now. This is not a drift car. This is a street car. If you've played the crew, you would know what I mean. Uh, there's like specific cars for drifting, but I don't really like them because they feel kind of weird. I like um, I like a combination of speed plus drift. I don't like a car that's just built for drift. That just feels kind of pointless. Like I want a car that will go fast when it has to go fast and then can drift from the corner to be fast, not just to drift for the sake. I want to drift for the sake of being fast. So I would just like drive along these mountain roads, drifting around. And because this game is like online, most sort of games, you'd see like random players pop in, and I would race them, and I would race them, and I would post them on a TikTok page. That page doesn't exist anymore, so don't try to look it up. But I would do that, and there are some of my early clips even on this channel of that, of like highlights. But the thing is that I hadn't really figured out how to like record things properly, so it was kind of scuffed, and it was kind of bad. There was no real like me talking; it was just like music and some Eurobeat, initially Eurobeat, and just going along these roads. And yeah, I've done some crazy stuff. Like there's like category of cars. So this is like a street car, right? There's like I think two. There's like hypercar and then supercar. Sorry, supercar and then hypercar. Two more categories about this. I have raced hypercars and won. And along this like totally hot with a street car, which is as you can see, my driving skills have completely fallen off. But this was some of the most fun I've had in the racing game in like a very long time. More than Need for Speed, more than Forza, more than anything. And the thing is that this game's physics is not that good. Even this car is like very floaty, very arcadey as you can see. But taking a street car is just like driving as fast as you can around a mountain pass, like doing stuff like that. And I still haven't gotten it properly. I was able to do it properly, but like I said, taking a street car, driving fast like this, around like a mountain road like this with twists and turns and like trying to go as fast as you can while trying to like prevent the other person from hitting you in the back and making you go off balance. Some of the most fun I've had in a long time in the game. And the thing is that it's spontaneous. So the reason I have 170 hours is because I would just drive along these paths while like listening to something, like songs or a podcast or something, until I find someone to race with. And eventually they would pop up. Eventually someone would pop up and they would try to race me, and it was like some of the most fun I've had in a racing game in quite a while. To be fair, I haven't had that much fun in any game. I started Forza 5 after this game, and Forza 5 is like nothing compared to like this. The adrenaline rush of this is just on another whole level. Like look at that, look at that. Oh man, I used to be able to do it properly without getting hit on the car, but now it's killing me. And this game is not very high skill ceiling. Like I said, the controls are pretty easy, but drifting a car, street car like this, the way I'm doing it is pretty hard without losing all your speed or like hitting the handbrake. So I had like, I would say, three courses. This is like the easiest course. Now, I say course very loosely because it's not like a definitive path. It's just we just kept on going until one person gave up or we just admitted that okay, you win. So this was the first course that you just saw. So I'll just show it on the map. So here, this area, starting all the way here and then going along this mountain path all the way up to here. I stop here because there's like long stretches of straight road where like a supercar or hypercar would easily overtake me, and I know that's a bit unfair. But yeah, also is like the fun part. This part is like a bunch of straights, and then here and here, you technically you can go up to this bridge. Like I said, it's very loose. It's not like set in stone this path, but this course really fun, and this is the most popular one too. This is the one where you'll find the most amount of people just randomly driving around, chilling, doing random stuff. This one is amazing. For that, this part is amazing. I remember I had like a perfected comment technique here where I would not use grip. So you saw how like the smoke coming out of my hands, like that wouldn't happen. I would not use grip and I would maintain speed like tapping the turn key. What do you call the D key because I'm on keyboard. Oh, okay, I still have one. This used to be a very funny corner, especially when you're coming in the reverse side. Braking here is very important, otherwise you there's a clip where the Lamborghini was flying off behind me. I think he didn't brake and he just like shot off the side. But yeah, I'm just gonna finish this cool bridge because, like I said, sometimes I do go up to the bridge, and then we'll jump to the next place. Next place, a bit more tighter, bit more like the road is much smaller. It's a bit more difficult course. Like I said, don't play miles. Be between some judgment. But one of the surprising things is that one of these things that I posted, it still gets views every now and then, and I don't know who these people are fans of the crew that are like so dedicated that you're still watching videos from the crew team. I don't know. By the way, this is the long stretch where any hypercar supercar would take me, no matter how good I was back in those twists and turns. But yeah, whatever. But yeah, like I said, like some of the crew clips still get views randomly out of nowhere, and I don't know why. I just genuinely don't know where they're coming from. And yeah, this is the end of the course, by the way. We crossed this bridge, and that's the end. Now, technically, we could loop around again. Like I said, no fixed course, but I don't even remember it. Let's go to the next place. Next place, let's see if I remember it. I should remember it. Um, okay, how does this work again? Oh, no. Nice. Clearly, I have not remembered how to play this game as well. I have a bunch of cash. Maybe I should just. Oh, I should just move the mouse around. Oh, I think it's here. I think it's here. Is it? Is it this? It's this. Yep, this is it. This is it. Okay, how do I travel through this course? Oh, we have to go back first. So we are like in the middle part of this course. I'm gonna take you to the start. So I would drive like a car called the what was it called? The FTO. Yeah, I think it's called the FTO. I'm not gonna switch to that. I'm not really like that car. It's kind of a strange car. It's more harder to control than the Skyline. Skyline is the best car of this, at least in my experience. I don't have a big collection. Like I said, I don't play a bunch of races and earn a bunch of money, so my collection is like a little bit. I have the Skyline and the FTU, and I think I have a Porsche. The Porsche sucks. It just cannot drift at all. It drifts way too hard, and every time I try to turn, it understeers, and then it overshoots the turn. Not overshoots, sorry, undershoots the turn. So I just end up crashing into the car without turning properly. So this is my second course. I still like what to make it to me. This game, I think this game kind of makes me sad to be honest, because you know this game's gonna go away, right? After what happened to the crew one, what are you upset about that? About how they just like ended the game service and now you can't work unless you have back into the main football. It's like who wants to do that? I don't want to do that. My computer very functions because of how much of since I've tried it. It's not this game. They can't do this. But yeah, this is the beginning of the course. This is the beginning point. It could also be the end. We're running out of routes, but this is the beginning point. So we go around this, and yeah. So where was I? Oh, I have boost. I forgot I had the boost. I don't like using the boost. It completely throws me off. Like, I feel like it messes with my perception of speed. So it just like makes me overshoot it on or something. I don't know. But yeah, what was I saying? This game, its time's running out. Like we have already released the new game. I think it's been like a year since it came out. The Motorfest one. I may check it out. It seems kind of lame to be honest. Maybe that's a bit of bias considering how much I like this game, and that game is like a complete departure from like this massive open world who this game is. I don't know why they did that to be honest. Like they're normal thing when you compare the crew to like Need for Speed or Forza. The normal thing of the crew was the size of the map. Like that was one of the big selling points. They just like shot themselves in the foot by getting rid of that. Now, granted, the Hawaii map was decent. If they were going to do it like that, they could have at least made the map bigger. Like, imagine if the Hawaii map was like as big as the US map, but it was like more detailed parts of Hawaii. That would be insane. But instead, they just made the map like tiny. Compared to this, it's tiny. And I don't know. To be honest, I don't even know why they released a new game. Like, this game still looks beautiful. Like, graphics are good because that's some way, you know. This game still looks good. It's fun to play. I wish they would just like release a big update for this game and just be like, yep, graphical update or something, and it'll be brand new. Maybe that's why they had to go to a new version. But like I said, they could do like Europe. They could do like maybe another city, not city, but another country, town or something. If they really want to do something, do it like Test Drive Unlimited, where you have like a massive map, like 3,000 kilometers. I don't know how big Test Drive Unlimited's map is. Like, a big map, you know, like the entire point of the crew is having big maps, big open worlds that you just like, fly around and stuff. The planes and bird stuff I could not care less about. I don't know if anyone ever. I don't know. Does anyone care about the boots and the plane stuff? Because I think it's still easy. I don't know. I just use the plane sometimes to like travel. That's it. And that's the answer. Like being forced to use it. But that's besides the point. That's just my complaints on motor first. But this game is. Who knows how long this game's gonna last? They shut down the crew one server. It's only a matter of time before they shut down this game. I hope they do it. I hope at least until they release a new American map, they don't shut down this game server. And I hope there's another American map coming. Like, I know, it's so sad if they. I still got that. I still got that. And I still got that. Okay. I hope that the American map still like a plan of theirs in the future because I really miss these. I wish they would. I don't know if they make it smaller, just make it more dense, or like I said, they could even focus on a city, but it should be bigger. It should be bigger. But yeah, so this is the end of the second course. This, as you can see, the roads are much tighter, and it was a. This is like moderate difficulty, right? This one is easy. This one is. So obviously, you know, this can go on. I'm just gonna show you on the map. So as you can see, we started here. We traveled all the way here. Now this can go on all the way up to this town. And yeah, now I'm gonna go along this town because we have to go here. So this is the last path, which is the most difficult path, which is to give you an idea of how difficult. Oh, whoa! To give you an idea of how difficult the last course is gonna be, I have never managed to get a perfect run on that course, not even close. Like I would always crash out, spin off, flying off a cliff. That is the most difficult. The most difficult track. Honestly, I'm surprised. No one has ever like. Maybe I'm not aware, but like when I check like the content for crew, it's always like some dude with like the most. Some of the worst modifications that you can put on a car with the most obnoxiously color and stuff. You know, like some crazy purple, like some this yellow or something like that. It's just when I look up videos on this game, I'm just disappointed. I'm trying to say, like, I don't see anything that like makes me think of like, the community or anything like that. It just seems very like what will catch the most attention in the shortest amount of time, which kind of sucks because it just shows that the community is not that in depth. I'm not sure. I've checked like the Reddit. Reddit, they just post like they want the photography. This game has a really good replay and photography. So they just post stuff like that. But and look, that's fair, right? It's fine that people do that. I'm not saying they can't do that. They shouldn't do that. It's just that I feel like this game is so much more. Like the amount of possibilities that you can do with this game, especially with like to give you an idea of what I'm thinking of, right? With how big and vast this game is, you could make like if you are dedicated enough, I'm not saying like a professional grade. But yeah, so this is the third trail, the hardest path in this game that I've played. So this trail is the most difficult trail, and we will probably go flying off a cliff. And that's fine. We're mission in this game, so it's actually not likely. It's cool. Yeah, this is the most difficult. Okay, what was I saying again? Yeah, the community, yeah. The community is lackluster for this game, which is sad because this game has so much potential. Like you could make a movie with this game. The multiplayer of this game is good. Unfortunately, I don't have many people who play this game. It's, I don't have many friends who play this game on multiplayer. Not really that cup of tea. But multiplayer potential is huge, and you could make like an entire, like let's say, like a Fast and Furious style movie with like characters and stories if you're dedicated. and it doesn't have to be professional rate like YouTube level, right? Like, you know how people do YouTube skits, not that professional, but like just for fun. You could have like an entire story arc in this. That's how like in depth, detail it is. That's how many small areas there is. Like there's so many locations that you could shoot it on, and like the map is so huge that you could take a new shot anywhere. And when you remove the HUD elements, if you could even do I think the speedometer and the map, you could have like a clean look. And there's a replay mode, which is like I said, beautiful. And you could even put like filters, themes and stuff and make the movie like really pop. I'm like I'm surprised no one has made a short film-ish sort of thing on this game. Because the potential is huge. You could make a legit like a movie on this game. That's how cool it is. In terms of again visual stuff, not just graphics. I mean the tools they give the creative people, like replay options. I'm surprised nothing has come out like that. I searched, I haven't found anything. Perhaps I give you a card now, or maybe it's there somewhere out there. But no one knows about it or something like that. I've thought about making something like that, but unfortunately, I'll just be like one character, and without multiplayer, it's like there's no one else. The skit will just be very boring of me going from one race to another. I can't really think of anything. But if I could just get like two or three people in this game, and we could come up with like a small script and stuff like that, it would be so much fun. But yeah, this is just like a sandbox game that like could be so much fun in particular. You just drive around. Like imagine racing here. Did you notice that I haven't been as confident with the drifting and going as fast because I'm genuinely scared of going the train? This, as you can see, track is much slower. Sorry, smaller, narrower. There's like barely enough room for two cars to go through. Like, they're speeding by. There's like one proper path. That's it. You either get hit and you could go over or just slow down. Yeah. This is my favorite track. It's also the least occupied track. You rarely find a pair here. And there's a clip. And if I find that clip, I'm gonna. There's a clip in this I took where I was driving the Dancer E1. Okay, that's a street car. So remember, the street cars, supercars, hypercars. And I was being chased by a guy in a what was it? Bugatti. Is it Cheetah? Something. I forget. It was a Bugatti. It was a hypercar. It was one of the most like, fastest cars in the game, and I managed to keep him at bay until we reached the streets. And there's I made like a sequel with it with like Eurobeat. There's a song. I don't remember the song. If I find it, I'll put it at the end of this clip. Maybe I'll put it on this actually make it or something. It was the best. That I remember that like driving that because I was feeling cold because like every time I take a corner I could just see his it was in the night too so I could see like I would take a corner I would look back and I could see like his lights just like catching up to me and then take a corner I'm ahead. That like feeling of that when you win I don't know, it's better than it's not. I don't know. To the people who play racing games, a lot of the games nowadays feel very tame. Like it feels like you can't lose. Like when you lose a race, you're so shocked. Like how did I lose? That makes no sense, right? Like everything is so tame. There's no actual difficulty in the game. You can tune everything out and make everything fine. But like this was one of those rare moments where I'm an Evo. This guy's chasing me, the Bugatti, Chiron, whatever. And there's no slider, right? There's no option. Like, oh, I wanted the race to be easy. No, there's nothing like that. That guy wins the Chiron. I want Evo. There's a massive power difference. If he goes ahead, he goes ahead. That's there. There's nothing I can do about it. There's no sliders to change the character. There's nothing. Like, oh, hey, here's an easy baby. You can just turn this off. You can just do a replay. You can just rewind. No, nothing. It's one shot, and it's multiplayer. So if that guy passes me and he's gone, I'm never gonna see that guy again. So it was just that moment. It was like a now or never kind. And I held it off until we reached the straight part of the road, and that's why I love this game. That's why I have 170 hours on this game. And it's sad because this is probably the last time I'll get on this game. I don't think I'll be playing much of this. And most likely in the next 1 or 2 years, this game's gonna, the servers are gonna get shut down. And then you'll never see this game again. And the whole multiplayer thing and everything. I mean, even now, people aren't online that much. Like, usually I would have run into someone in the map by now. But the game is dead, man. Unfortunately, it's truly a sad thing for me. Because this game, in my opinion, It had the potential to be truly one of the best racing games out there, and it just never reached there. I don't really know why. I guess it's not really for the market or whatever. That sucks. But, by the way, the final track. The reason I'm showing this is because my hope is that okay, there it starts here along this path all the way up here, and this is just where it is in context. Now there are a lot more smaller paths, like as you can see. Sorry, here you can see there's like hairpins. This is a road, but there's not enough twists and turns for this, and it's not that long of a path. Like, there's like a few turns and that's it. Oh, this one. This one's hard. This one. Let's just do this for fun. I don't really do this usually, but let's just do this for fun. Yeah, okay, do this one. So this is like an observatory. Usually you go around it. I'm not going to do the whole track because I think this is probably long enough. I'm just rambling at this point. But yeah, I feel sad when I think about this game. I think this game had insane potential, and I think that the sad thing about this game for me is that I can't put my finger on what went wrong. Why wasn't this game as popular as it should have been? Like, why didn't this game kind of break through? I'm not saying it didn't do well. I think it sold pretty well. I think it has a good, like, I think it has a fan base. But it just felt like there's so much more that could have been done with this by the community, by the developers. But somewhere along the lines, something was like missing. Something was. This is also a hard track. I forgot. It was a hard track. Not just that I have no practice. I have like very little practice on this one. So, I just like suck at this. This is a fun track. Like going downhill max speed, don't break a lot of time, and then zero for another day. Hard conditions. I don't know, maybe there are people out there. I have seen some people who do this, like my friends, and they look decent. Like, there's like, this is and you can like a lot. But yeah, I don't know. I'm most likely going to see this. So that's maybe. But I guess the hope is that maybe someone will see some evolution. I don't know, I never realized a course like this. I never use a path like this and you could drive like this with a straight curve. Maybe I should do that with weapons and weapons with that would be anything if something like that could happen. But I'm not gonna do that. And yeah, there's things like a simple course where you can like put in like the effort, but to get into like a toge battle community and all that stuff. It's like it's too much effort. Sorry, like I'm not that game with Vivian and then get a wheel and then learn how to drive like all the competitions of like actual driving with no assist because that game's like a simulator. I'm not gonna do all that. This game you can just hop on and the other thing you can just do it. I'm trying to think of other games. Need for Speed's drifting is terrible. Forza is just like there's like one mountain, and that mountain's not fun to do. Like it's not the corners aren't tight enough. There's no rush to doing the corners in that game. Like I feel like I can mess up and I have like a big one. I don't know. I never get the rush when I play Forza. Forza is good on like a more simulatory kind of technical kind of thing. Like I haven't done this thing where like you can challenge the ghost of a player who did a course, and when you beat their ghost, there's like another ghost that's like faster. I did that for like an hour on one course, and that was pretty fun. But it was more of like a technical challenge, like where I'm like perfecting the corners, doing all that, like touching the apexes and all that stuff. Not really like drifting and just like going all out. It was more like focusing on like one point and like trying to like shave second off, which is it's fun in its own way, but it's not the same as I'm trying to say. But this game is such you can pick it up and just drive around the house. Even just driving around. I've had the where I just drive around with someone on the highway and like we had drag races too. Oh my god, I would like what do you call it? Get behind it. What's the word for it? I forget the word. You know the word where you're holding behind a racer and you reduce the wind resistance of your car. I forget. I did one for a while. I really lost this game. That's what I'm trying to say. And I don't think Forza Motorsport has what it takes to replace games like this. I just hope that eventually in the future, the next game like this will either be the US map as usual, or if it's a different map, if it's as big as this map, that's about it. Yeah. So yeah, that's about it. That's all I would say. I guess I will see you around, hopefully. And thank you for the call. And I hope that maybe some of you make some stuff like I want to. I can see it from you. If you do, please like, let me know. Comment it. I would love to see like something like a Toge battle between you or something. Or like a Toge battle with a tournament or something. If someone makes that, I don't know who's gonna do it. I don't think anyone will. But if you do, let me know. I am genuinely like, oh, if I can be part of something like that, then I would love to do that too. Because dude, if I could have some friends to play, like if I couldn't have like two people to play this game with, I think I could still have like hundreds of hours more of fun on this game. But yep, that's all for me for now. And I hope to see you all on the next one. Goodbye.